So now it's gone again.
Yo, what's up?
So
Baja California, Mexico, and this is Tjridoo. Now, Irger.
hi. Oh, thank you for the applause. Really, thank you. Hi.
What's up? If you can click again your video icon, so you can pop your video, or if we can continue like this. But if you can just push the icon video,
The video icon.
the camera video. Yes.
Okay, now it's off.
Now turn it on.
Okay.
There we go.
Right.
And tell us about you. Tell us how you doing. How are you? Yes, where are you from?
Hi. So first, I'm Michael. I'm an Austrian didgeridoo player and didgeridoo enthusiast for a very long time now. And now I have the honor that I live in Vienna, in the capital city of Austria. For those who want to know, it is a city about 2 million people. That means lots of music opportunities and concerts and workshops and busking for sure. So, because my origins are from in the west of the country, so this was a smaller city. It's called Linz. It's not actually small, but it has about 200,000 people and inhabitants, and it was a great opportunity for me to learn people there, to learn to have connections to music students of the Anton Bruckner University. It's in Linz, University for music students, and there you can study jazz or classics. And for me, it was great to find a connection there with my didgeridoo playing. I started to connect with these people and get deeper into, rhythms, get into to make music and really make nice grooves and work out all the details. Huh?
Yes. Continue. I was
Okay. Okay, so let's begin at the start of my ditch experience or ditch endeavors. So I was starting actually in 2009.
2000.
Yes, 2009.
Awesome.
2009, yeah. And therefore I was really deep into, let's say, it's like house music or like this boom boom boom,
Yeah.
techno and really hardcore gabba music. That is a house, a style of house, but played very fast. And I was always fascinated of this synthesizer sounds, of this really overtone mix polyphonic sounds, what they also use in house music. But I was not aware of that. So I did never anything with music before. I was actually an IT student, and I finished my study at Linz. And then I discovered this instrument, and it was really that wow. It's happened for me that I felt for sudden for a real, you know, I had a strong attraction to this, to the roaring sound, and for me it was wow. For the beginning on, I heard this instrument, and
But how was your encounter with the didgeridoo? How was your first sight with the didgeridoo?
My first what?
How did you your first encounter with the didgeridoo? Your first when you heard the first time the didgeridoo, or you saw the didgeridoo
Yeah.
for the first time? How was that?
It was remembering 2003,
Mm,
as I was in my school at my hometown,
mm,
and there I was at for the graduation for university.
mhm,
So then I heard from other from the we had some study branches in the school. We have a science branch and a musical branch.
mhm,
So and I heard from musical branch this people playing djembe with didgeridoo, and I was immediately that wow feeling. So it was, oh my God, what is that? So it really it really caught me at the first time, and it was uh, I thought, what is this? So I asked the teacher and I asked many people, and they said, okay, it's a didgeridoo, and I didn't know anything about it, huh? And yeah, and then it got for somehow I didn't pay much attention to it later. So yeah, then 2009, I remembered it, this really catching sound and this really fascinating experience from 2003. And from this time, then I started playing, and I was completely into it. So, and here in Austria, I heard nothing about it
mhm,
since from 2003 to 2009. There was no, I don't know. They only say, okay, yeah, you can hear some CDs or some samples from Australia,
mhm.
but I was not aware that there are already European professional players. So I got in 2009 when I started, I got into it. So after and after, and I got in touch with these players and communities,
Mhm,
and they were very, how to say, in 2009 they were big enough to to easily find a teacher, and to easily find also people that are really also fascinated by didgeridoo playing. And also the internet offer was back in these days already really great of professional players.
mhm,
Back to Smekal, Dubravko also started in this time. His yeah released his first songs, I remember, and was really fascinating. So also from the older playing players like David Hudson and the Yoto Indi
mhm.
from
The old
so
older players, yes.
yeah. And I got so when I start, it was funny as I got into this one little shop in Linz.
Mhm,
There was this shop which had world instruments to offer. It's like frame drums, flutes, and gongs.
mhm,
And they had a small apartment of didgeridoos. So and I grabbed one bamboo
mhm.
didgeridoo. And I said to myself, okay, it was in this days 20 euros. And I said to myself, okay, let's grab it and let's do it. Let's start. And yeah, it was for me a quick a virus that I got infected.
Yeah, yeah, it's very contagious.
Yes, exactly.
I was
And
thinking that Vienna and Tijuana, they are not so different, because we aren't at the same size. Well, over here in Tijuana it's 3 million people. 3 million
okay,
people. And over there
okay.
in Vienna, 2 million people. So
Hmm.
it's kind of like a brother city from Europe, no? it's, it's,
Yeah,
it's, it's so cool, so cool, so cool. And
yeah,
the also the thing is that I'm still the only didgeridoo player, and over there you're still the only one.
yeah.
So
There are few. So that's here. Uh, it's hard to tell because I think there are many players, but they don't. I don't know. Since all festivals got a bit. Yeah, they lost their connection, I think, and there are not so. I think there are many people who are interested in this instrument still. I see it when I bask and I play in public places. They are really interested, but the they don't have the connection to the community. So there are no organizers or no, uh, let's say,
There is no
restaurants.
there is no community on didgeridoo players over there in
Exactly,
Vienna. They are
exactly.
just
Yeah,
independent, just by their own. No?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And it's a really, yeah, we have to admit it's a sub culture, and there are no. It's not so the big interest, like you say you want to learn play guitar or flute or learn drums, then you have a lots of offer of courses, workshops, universities, and so on and so on, but not for didgeridoo,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
In every single country, the same problem with didgeridoo.
Yeah,
Like there is not so much players. I can say over here in Mexico, the whole
yeah,
country, it's not even 5,000 players. It's way less players. But in Latin America community, there are a bunch of players in the south, in
okay.
Argentina, Colombia, no, Argentina,
Mm-hmm.
Chile, and Brazil. They are the biggest communities.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the issue, it's that it's not so popular that didgeridoo still
Yeah,
so
yeah,
popular. Even even though it's very awesome instrument. And
that's for me.
it's a shame that there is not so much study on the didgeridoo,
Mm-hmm.
and people is like, you make noises with didgeridoo. So noises is a music instrument like any other instrument, but and
Yeah.
how do Vienna? It's a busking city. It is allowed
Mm-hmm.
to busk in Vienna.
It's in Vienna. It's yeah, you only allowed with a permit,
Uh-huh.
on and this permit tells you where to play and when.
Ah, cabrón.
Yeah, and it's in the best places you are allowed to play 2 hours in the week, and it's like a table that says you have to play 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 2 hours here, 2 hours here, and yeah, it's
Yeah, it's good, but at the same time, it's not so good because they gonna
yeah,
tell you where to play and how
yeah,
much
exactly.
time.
Yeah,
And
but
places,
yeah,
there are good
but
places to.
on
Huh?
not only only in the inner districts, I have to say, only in the inner because Vienna is structured in districts, so only in the inner in the center of the city is
Mm-hmm.
that. The other thing is you have I think many places where you can bask freely
Mm-hmm.
and you are allowed to play, of course, without amplifier and with loud trumpets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But there you can play, and what I figured out so far is that I play a lots in bars right now in Vienna because it's a great opportunity to show people also to what is didgeridoo can really make, and because they have no clue when they follow the cliche, so they think it's whoa 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 whoa, nothing
Mm-hmm.
more. And when then I play something really with advanced playing techniques,
Mm-hmm.
also what I developed, and they are really blown away. So they say, "Wow, this is amazing! I didn't expect it."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It happens a lot.
It's yeah, and I think for us professional players is the thing is they know the didgeridoo, yeah, they know the cliche and say, "Oh, this is not." It's sounding, I don't know, wow, 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 like that. but to force to make it really that we show that you can really make music with it, really good music. So I
Yes,
think this is our
nobody's
goal.
nobody expects that you can, like, I have seen that you are a busker, but also I have seen you with another band, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell us tell us about your band. What kind of
exactly.
project do you have with the band?
It's a we are actually a duo.
Mm,
It's called Didgeridoo.
mm,
It's influenced by really experimental overtone music. That
mm,
means we are experimenting with didgeridoo, with some special thing. It's called maxophone. A
mm,
maxophone is, I think it was invented by some American guy who was named Marx, not confused with Karl Marx. So this is what people think. but it's some sitar, a special kind of sitar
mm,
that can be played very, very versatile, and it can be played also very melodic and meditative.
mm,
And this idea, where because a friend of mine, he is there really good. He plays that really awesome, and he
mm.
can make sounds that are not that are really really outstanding. And we combine it with the didgeridoo and make really nice grooves and nice melodies, and it works very perfect. So on the other hand, we have
Mhm.
Theremin. Do you know Theremin?
Is it
It's
almost the same?
this device with these two antennas. Woo!
Termin?
It's also incredible, and this instrument is it got an own study branch in our university in Linz, the Anton Bruckner University. It's really interesting
Yes.
because you can play it like with scales and so. And this also we use for our compositions because it makes really from howling sounds to really melodies and
Mhm.
really like you play a violin or something. Um, yeah, that's really an interesting combination. So we are bringing two worlds together. I say we're bringing the Deej world with these overtones together with classical or experimental instruments, also with bass and guitar.
Mhm.
We play many sets, and this was so like the journey. I come from here, from the didgeridoo world, and
Mhm.
my friend Günther, he comes from another classical world of music, and we tried to bring this together and make to give the didgeridoo a place where it fits into the non-didge world. So from the musical point of view. Yeah?
Mhm. So
Um, yeah.
yeah, and I was wondering if you are just a busker or you do something else for a living, or the busk is enough over there in Vienna.
Actually, I am. I have not to live from music.
Okay.
I am IT specialist. I'm project manager at a company that makes safety critical applications.
Hmm.
So developing and organizing. It has nothing to do with music, unfortunately, but it's a good job that yeah keeps me alive. Let's just say.
Then you
So
are busking just because you love to play
exactly,
didgeridoo.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly, yeah, yeah. So and it's kind of that I
Mhm.
uh, play as a second in my free time. I play all the time, make music and do projects. So, but because from basking alone, you would not here. It's impossible to live from it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to.
I see. Like I'm very uh, blessed or whatever you want to call it, because over here is a good advantage to. I have the United States just in the state
Mhm.
city, I have like 10 minutes. I just have to walk north 10 minutes, and the Statesians are over there, my neighbors, US, and I can make US dollars like that, and it's a good advantage. But
Cool.
I'm from a lot of players in Europe. I see that it's not so easy like here in Tijuana to live off
Yeah.
of busking, right?
Yeah.
And also because these kind of rules, they are very. I mean, it's good because there are permits, but it's not so good because they tell you where to play and
Yeah.
how much time to play. Over here is
Exactly.
freedom.
Yeah.
Over here is freedom. I can go to any corner and my sets are like 4 hours, 4
Yeah.
5 hours playing and busking, and
Yeah.
I'm to do it. But over there in Europe, it looks like it's very difficult to live up.
I will come to your city and then I will bask with you then.
Yeah. Over here in now April is going to be the spring break. Spring break.
Yeah.
And we
Okay. Yeah.
woo.
Yeah,
So
there's party. Yeah.
yeah, a lot in techno in house. Boom, 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 boom. Didgeridoo, yeah, so
There's actually a track on my one album I released many years ago. This is called Springs Break with this S at the end. Springs Break.
spring.
It's also that kind of not as party, but more meditative and more
Okay.
relaxing playing with didgeridoo and.
Also, I wanted to know about that instrument that you play. That it's a didgeridoo, but it's like that you can do it like trombone, but it's not like a trombone.
Yes.
What is the name of it? Is the black
It's
one?
corn bass.
That one. Tell
Yes.
us about that one because it's mm, didgeridoo is not popular. Didgeridoo is a strange instrument. But that one is even stranger. It's been like
It's
whoa.
yeah, it's actually it was on my my search on an instrument because in a didgeridoo you cannot play melodies as like you can in bass playing or guitar playing you can change the keynotes, huh? And in didgeridoo that is not so easily possible even only with multi-drone or like you do so far as I know, yeah? Or with toots you can blow some tones in between, but you don't have the entire octave. So that means you how to say it, you cannot play all songs what exists out there, and this I was really missing in the didgeridoo playing. So I make myself on the quest to look for some ideas and concepts, but the only thing what existed in this time was the didgeridoo, which has this yellow tube that can be pulled out. It has only a fifth of playing spectrum, so from a C to G, and that's yeah, it's okay, but there are more than you can go from G to low G to high G, G1 to G2, and even to G3. So, and with corn bass, what I found in this days, so I lovely call it a spaceship because it's really a spaceship. But because the possibilities, what you can do with it. It's actually built by a French maker called David De Voice. He was inventing it in 2015, I think.
Okay.
And there are many, I think 2 or 3 players out there who played that already. And I thought, okay, I have to get that such one. So I contacted David De Voice and I bought this instrument because for me it's really that gave me that scope and that range what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really awesome and really outstanding, because there's the people when they go on stage they cannot say what it is. They say, is it a trombone, is it a tuba, is it a
Like
didge or
they
whatever, yeah.
fuck is that shit?
They say, so what is that? And they listen. You make the first only so
Mhm.
inhale or something, and they listen carefully. And then you play the third notes, the bam 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 bam, and they're going crazy. Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's so awesome, this instrument. Now I play it for with also my friend with Dibayo. We play rock,
Mhm.
pop, reggae, funk covers.
Mhm.
So and with another project, I'm playing rock songs with that. So one of these guys, he never one of these guys lastly said that he never heard the song "Born to Be Wild" on a didgeridoo. Yeah? So
So crazy.
uh, yes, and it's actually technically spoken. Uh, you you combine bass lining, bass
Mhm.
lining with percussive playing. So I'd say now from the playing techniques, so beatbox and also the Bravco techniques, like this air codes and all this percussive styles, they're really going well with this ability to shift the tone, yeah, to make really like you do on a bass guitar, to really play the chords, to play the song with its notes,
Mhm.
and to really meet the classical music or the let's say the known music world with didgeridoo techniques. And for me it was that thing what really opened so many possibilities. And
So
this was really, yeah, this was it for me,
it's
definitely.
very, it's very crazy. But one of my I'm very curious about, like, you are tuning the drone. What
Mhm.
about the toots? The first toot in the key of G, the high G. What is the
Yes.
first toot? What is the first toot of that
uh,
configuration?
it's
I,
it
I will
it's yeah,
I will
it's
guess that it's all close, and then you get a high G in the first toot.
mhm, exactly, yeah. So when it you have to think it, and then you have to pull it out. It's a G1, so low G, sorry, and the first tooth will be an octave higher. It's exactly an octave ditch in
Mm.
all 13 semitones. So that means you play a G1, yeah, you get in the octave in the first tooth, you play a G2, and when you are here, yeah, you have to when the instrument is closed, then you have a G2, and when you have the octave, uh, you have a G3. Yeah? So
The
you are
highest G. When you
mhm,
are in the highest
exactly,
G, what is your first toot?
exactly. This is then a G higher. It's exactly over the octave.
And then you are opening, you are sliding to uh, so so F sharp. Yeah, F sharp. The
Mhm.
toots keep the octave
Yes, exactly.
when you are opening and opening and opening and opening to
Yeah,
all the range of the
yeah, yeah,
the didgeridoo. It will always be the G G G
exactly,
tooth, F F tooth, E tooth.
exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
And that's really that enables for a musical in harmony theory you can
mm,
play all say C minor or C major, so you can play it all to the octave and with all tones, yeah. So there's no gap in between, huh? And even higher when you because the second tooth is, I think it's a major six from the from the octave note. So it's for G, it's a G, G, and then a E. So, and that enables you also that you can go for a third octave with the second and the third trumpet note. Huh? You can play actually 3 octaves. It's crazy, yeah? I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I will love to play that instrument because my mind is blowing away. Because if you can pull the octave tooth on any open
Yeah.
uh, slide, or say,
Mhm.
in any open slide, you can put your like you play the E tooth,
Yeah.
and then go to the B. You can play just the toots, and you can make a just toots, only toots.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
And then drone.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can do a lot of crazy
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. In it,
Yeah.
I was like,
And
huh?
so that's it, exactly you said, and I was creating a funk track right now. It
Mhm.
has this this bass lining with drone, the ba da bum da da dee ba bum bum dum dum bum bum bum, and then first this ba da ba bee da bum. I play with toots actually, yeah, and
Mm.
they play the melodies with to play the groove and to play the bass with drone notes and play the melody parts like you did before in toots. Yeah, it
Uh,
works.
yes, it's like mind blowing. I didn't um in my nerdy way of thinking about making Didgeridoos, I was like
Hmm.
uh, skeptic about all the notes, all the drone
Hmm.
notes was the octave of the toots. Like
Hmm.
you put G, the highest G, then play the tooth. The first tooth will be G, and then open more to go to E. It will
Hmm.
be like E. It will be like C, for say. But no, you have for
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
you have the octave. That's impressive. That
That's
is
that's
awesome
yeah. Exactly.
because
That's. Hmm.
because there is you are sliding the tube. You are making longer neck, and you are
Hmm.
not or is maybe I'm wrong because that is you
Hmm.
go like this, and it's like an U.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are prolonging, you are sliding the tube, the neck,
Yeah.
but also
Yeah.
you are sliding the bell section, and that's
Exactly. And
why
it is.
it's
Yeah.
always the octave. Mm.
It's actually the magic what is behind it's not a linear sliding, not only what you have on let's say the ditch bone. This is
Mhm.
why you end up that you get you said no you craft an instrument that is in C, and then you have a C in octave, but you slide it then to D, then you got some other tooth, so you got E F or whatever.
Mhm.
So this is only that because you are sliding the upper part that makes the instrument inside longer, but only in one
One
position. Yeah?
uh,
And the corn bass has really, due to its mechanism, this U shape that makes that slides not only the U part, it also slides the middle and the bell section.
they,
So this is exactly in that ratio that
mhm.
the tooth is always on the octave, and it's for me it's really that kind of instrument and shape what I was looking now for many years because it enables me so much possibilities. Also, when I play single drone, only play on a C or a D or whatever,
Mhm.
it's really then I have this tooth scale of octave, then a major sixth, and the third thing tooth. I'm not sure what it exactly is, but For me, it's my playing techniques. It's perfect because you can unify it's the volume from the mouthpiece section, so that the bore of the diameter of the initial bore, they say in English. It's exactly that. You can play melodies with it, and you can use it for wobbles playing, this tuba, tuba, and also for beatbox. And it's really it's not too narrow. Like I have other didgeridoos where the initial bore is a bit narrower, so that is there you have more distorted harmonics in this instrument. It enables another sound qualities and another how to say another qualities. But and you have to consider also that using that for playing with guitar or playing with keyboards from the overtone spectrum or from the harmonics, it then it will some sounds disharmonic, because when you play for instance with a traditional eucalyptus didgeridoo, which is completely untuned in its overtones, when I say you have a D didgeridoo that sounds awesome and that really sounds relaxing, it won't fit with guitar, for example, because this overtones of it are from the drone are really then distorted. So and then there's I think here David made a really interesting and super instrument. What sacrifices many things.
Yes, it's. I didn't think just. I didn't realize that it won't. It like the didgeridoo, like you said, it only slides one position.
Yes,
But
exactly.
this one,
Yeah.
it slides two positions. The middle section, like mind blowing. Right now, I'm like
Yeah.
thinking all the possibilities of that instrument. It is crazy. It is crazy. The bad thing about that instrument is not so popular. It has to be, but like you said,
This.
two
Yeah.
and two more players. I have
Yeah.
seen another one that it's playing with uh jaw harp and beatboxer, like artist, like
Yeah.
band, and he's playing that. What is the name again? Horn something?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, the name of the instrument. The name of
The corn bass. Corn
that
bass. Yeah.
one. That was four band.
Yeah. No, I really I figured out because there are really many instruments. Really, how to say, with corn bass, it's not actually you buying a didgeridoo. Yes, you are buying a didgeridoo, but then you might be disappointed. Why? Due to, of course, this is the a little bit of downside and what's not so easy. That the resin and the shape, because I helped David. Initially, it was only a 3D printed shape, but then we reinforced it with fiberglass, and it sounds lots better than that. You don't get that when you say a wood didgeridoo is a wood didgeridoo, and that it has its super qualities, like its bass, and really that all the frequencies what is inside created inside the shape is then really perfectly balanced and really has that super dynamics. And with corn bass, it might be it might be a bit as a compromise. So it's actually made for really that you develop your style of you have this super spaceship in your hands, and you have to develop bassy sounds. You can play it like a contrabass. You can play it like if you will, a tuba. This is really actually interesting, because I work with tuba musicians. They're really professional in funk and jazz music. So, and of course, I had to took many lessons to get into classical music theory and so on and so on. And the cornbass is actually closer to a tuba than to a trombone, also from sound and also from tonal capabilities. This was really an interesting discovery that we made, and it's actually made for grooving. Yeah, it's made for grooving and really basslining.
I'm from this. I'm team. It doesn't matter the material. It's only in geometric on didgeridoo is the internal geometric. So that didgeridoo, if it was made with wood, it will sound the same because the geometry of the didgeridoo is just a tube. In the end section is just it's a little bit cone shape. So it doesn't matter. I'm from that team. There is another team that is wood. It makes a lot of makes the difference in sound. But like I always say, I have a 3D printed gypsy didgeridoo, like Dan Flynn's didgeridoo, and I can play the same Dan Flynn wood didgeridoo gypsy, and I have the 3D printed plastic gypsy didgeridoo, and it sounds the same. And I played Dan Flynn's wood didgeridoo, and it feels the same. The only thing that I see that of that cornbass, it's the cylindric parts. It doesn't give so much dynamics. But you sacrifice one thing to get advantage in other things, like
exactly. Exactly.
That's only the first two.
Exactly.
In one position. Just the tooth, the three tooths, and then
exactly.
And then if you practice multi-drone,
you have multi-drone also.
You have the whole octave range plus 3 octave more with multi-drone plus 2 octaves of tooting. You have a beast of instrument.
Exactly.
A beast. If it was possible, to make a slide with this kind of geometry. Wait a second. If it was possible to make this, this is the 3D printed
gypsy. Okay.
But it's not possible to slide this kind of geometry.
Yeah.
So you will have all the dynamics, and it's just glued with it's not glued. It's just joined with.
It looks big. So
it's 2 meters long.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's a gypsy scale. Sounds so cool.
You need to glue. This is what this is what all the discussions also are about, and I fully agree that the material does not influence frequency, but it influences how the sound, or how the air column, what is inside the instrument, how it is transmitted in terms of energy loss.
Little detail. This is a little detail. What it makes the sound in the didgeridoo is not the air. It's the vibration of the lips. There is air in the didgeridoo, not because didgeridoo needs air to be played. It's because the lips are oscillating very fast. But one thing, like, I don't know if you have seen the condensed is almost the same word in English, but it's very difficult for me to pronounce. Condensed drone. If you do that condensed drone from the Bravo video, it's
it's actually I saw the video, and it's actually done. It's a very percussive staccato sound. So it's to make this when you say, like you say tova, or you play, but you say you play it separated and very compact. Yeah. So when you play it, it's connected, and you play it together like you got this wobble sounds. And when you play this condensed drone from Dubravko to make it really tiny sound portions, or to make these tiny sounds that you actually play with the resonance of the tube, because you may make these sounds. It's the resonance of the, you will hear the frequencies and the resonance of the tube, and you manage to get this rhythm. Yeah,
I'm not a pusher.
Very cool.
I'm not a pusher. I don't do that. I just play. There is a little bit of air, but it's like in singing, like when you are singing, or opera singer, like there is air coming out of the lungs, but it's not because we are doing.
Yeah, it's not so much. It's not so much.
In the drone, in the didgeridoo, it's the same thing. And I remember this, and it was very in my head, because back in 2010, I think I was in singing lessons, and the teacher was saying, you have to do trompetillas. And trompetillas is like, another note.
That's the ambition of trumpeter and also tuba players. They say it on the piano, and they say, okay, we now buzz a D, or we buzz a E, or we buzz a F, and they train it with some button that is like their mouthpiece.
Yes.
Something like this, huh?
I was training this kind of technique for singing, and this is why the didgeridoo was very easy for me.
Yeah, okay.
I just got it wrong. Start playing, and this is the difference. The difference in some, we have to do something to everyone be in one, like didgeridoo is this. Didgeridoo like one investigation or whatever. So because I always hear that the air column, but there is no. It is just the sound. The sound, the wave sound. It doesn't have nothing to do with the air, because this is very complicated in English. Also, English for me is more complicated to explain, because the sound. You see, this is the drone on my personal didgeridoo. But when I see beginners, it's like because they concentrate more in blowing and throwing air to the lips.
Yeah, yeah, they make this with lungs. Yeah, they make it like.
Sound is not. It's
Yeah.
it's ugly.
Now
But then
it's also. I think it's also a matter of practice and for really to get awareness of this section here, to also to make lip control.
yes,
To
but
have
I
it, and
think
I have many lessons for that,
mm,
for to make really that you get that play. Say by beginners, they tend to they make it
mm,
so that is exhausting and makes you dizzy. Yeah? That's the point.
also another thing. Yes.
Yes, and they make it like they have this kind of the lip is vibrating,
Mhm.
but not at the center, not at the desired points where you have really that relaxed and powerful what can be pushed from a diaphragm. Huh?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it takes a while, and it's also a matter of practice for beginners. Also work on lip tension when also not comes out also to circular breathing.
It it
So
it
because
will work. It will work better. The condensed sound just practice
yeah,
at first, and then you can go and go. And this is the main part that confuses people because yes, it's a wind instrument, but you don't have to blow it. Like
mm,
it is
yeah, yeah,
it is kind of blowing the instrument, but it's not blowing. It's more vibrating than blowing.
yeah,
Because wind,
exactly. It's yeah, it's not blowing actually.
yes,
It's not. No.
is if we blow, the sound gets like very airy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That that's evidence
Mhm.
that wind on the didgeridoo doesn't make the sound.
Exactly.
It
Yeah, yeah.
is the frequency of the oscillation of the lips, not the air that we throw with the lips. It's like the in the saxophone, air doesn't make the sound of the saxophone. What it makes the sound of the saxophone is the reed. So for didgeridoo, our reed is our
Hmm.
lips.
Yeah,
Ah,
exactly. Yeah. Hmm.
it is it's a nerdy didgeridoo chat. So awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's
get very
actually weird. Cool.
excited
Yeah.
for this kind of conversation.
So this is why you also can add, because it's actually not blowing, and it's actually not like they confuse with another things. That you can we can do polyphonic things. You can also play. Yeah, you can add your voice. You can make overtone. How to say overtone modulations like
Mhm.
wee, and you can do here many things. Yeah,
You are
and
playing you are playing drop octave
I was playing it. I tried it several times.
because
Uh,
I hearing you
I
and
I have my Chrome bus now, so
right
yeah.
now I hearing you and you make drone for a normal didgeridoo and you
Hmm.
go one octave below plus half tone or maybe a tone from the octave. You are doing
Hmm.
and then you are doing
Hmm.
that's drop octave. If you are able to put that on a didgeridoo, you will play like
Yeah.
That's drop octave. The same note, but one octave. That
it's really cool. Yeah.
You have it right there. Then you have the chord bass, your E, one octave below, and then one octave up.
Exactly.
Plus dropping octave.
Plus all the other tones, what you have, yeah?
All this, you have all of this. You have all this with. You have all this range with chord bass. If you apply drop octave in multi-drum playing, you're gonna have all of this range. So mind-blown possibility. Because I was in my head, I was thinking if it is possible to play like a drop octave in the key of E with the chord bass, then push it to C, but maintaining the drop octave.
Yeah, we
it
can.
was very tough.
You can to play how to say the sliding tones. So you can also not only play the octave, but you can slide. You know, you can play from E or something. Yeah, you can play the drop octave and can slide up to another E. Yeah?
Yes, playing the drop octave, sliding the drop octave to the higher pitch, but playing the drop octave, that would be interesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
It will be like very crazy. Very fun. I want to play that thing.
So there's actually I can send you. There's actually a recording where we played the corn bass with. I think on Facebook I have many recordings, so
Do you
can.
Have Bandcamp or Spotify music?
Not now. It's coming. I have to work on it. Yeah, because I have a Facebook video as I can show you in the chronicle where I play this instrument. And because we did so many live music with it, and I think there's also a version of Stand By Me, what I like to play on stage, because this is a song what really is recommended for you all, for all musicians. You know, from Ben King, the Stand By Me tune. It's a bum 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 bum. It is easy because you need not so much notes for this tune, but it teaches you really many things. It teaches you how to play this not so to articulate this right. It teaches you to play this jazzy, to play this really easy and soft. And it has so many benefits to learn this tune. And I will because I'm going to produce a YouTube series and a YouTube instructions videos for this. And I can say you now, I will show you how to play the Stand By Me tune on a didgeridoo, because this goes. It can be played in G minor key, G major, because the original tune is played in A, but I will show you then how this works. And it's really, sing along, even for singing and for with this rhythm, the rhythm section. It is really benefits. It will open the whole understanding of music. It's super effective, huh?
Yes, I get you, because I played a lot. First, I could. Sorry about my English. Sometimes it's very difficult to me because my mother language is Spanish, so I have to think in Spanish and then translate everything in my head to English, and then
I know that issue. It's for me. I speak German, so you probably will not understand me if I speak German or Austrian. Austrian is a bit German.
It's very complicated, sometimes. When I'm
Yeah.
speaking much English, then I'm starting to think in English, but I have to speak 1 or 2 weeks English.
Mm, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm starting to think like a
Mm,
gringo. Gringo, the Statesian. Over here in Latin America, we don't call it America, so the United
yeah.
States,
Okay.
because they are just United States. America is the whole continent, but
Okay.
they are so egocentric. They just fuck you
Okay.
or
So I
whatever.
have to visit you someday. Yeah. Would be
Yeah,
nice to.
if you ever come to Mexico,
Yeah.
Mexico City will be your first city to visit. Only
Mhm.
if you fly to the United States, it will be Los Angeles, Los
Mhm.
Angeles over in the north, and then 4 hours to Tijuana.
Okay.
Or Mexico City Mexico City is way better than Tijuana. Way better. It's like I don't know if you. I will guess the most popular city in Europe. It's Paris.
Okay.
I can say with I can say with freedom that Mexico City is way better than Paris because
Okay.
I have heard people from France that Mexico
Mhm.
City is way better than France. So yeah, Mexico City is the first
Okay.
city to visit in Mexico. Mind blown. And for busking, mind
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
blown, mind blown, crazy.
Yeah,
Over
yeah.
there,
I think
huh?
also your Spanish people are there so open and really, I don't know, more relaxed than
Oh yeah,
sometimes the
yeah,
northern people and Germans
yeah.
or Austrians. They are really tense and of this like this, and they don't want. I see it on my shows when I play somewhere. They really they want to move. They are still standing. They're enjoying the music, but they have a different expression and southern people or Spain's they have this kind of emotions, and they
You
really expressing it differently.
if you feel the people from Spain, they are more like like this, like that kind of
Really?
things,
Okay.
you will be mind blown in Latin America. You will be mind blown. Like, what is for real? We say that Spanish people from Spain, they
Mhm.
are like robots. Like, yes, here is way. I'm not that kind of person, but the
Mhm.
majority of people, they are like way more like they.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
They come to my house. They don't know you, and they invite you to get invited. So crazy. So
Mhm.
if you
Yeah,
ever
that sounds cool.
consider the first one, or if you fly to the States, you will fly to Los Angeles, and
Mhm.
then 4 hours to Tijuana, we can bus here in the beach, west side. 5 minutes from walking, no, 10 minutes walking over there to the beach. Ten
Mhm.
minutes walking over there to the States and the south and the east,
Okay.
whatever. Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. How do you pronounce your last name?
It's actually my last name is a very rare one. It's Irger. And for just it's Irger.
Yeah,
Irger. Mike Irger.
Ir-
G.
Ir-
Irger.
Ir-
Irger.
Irka. Ir-
Irger. Yeah.
It's like in Spanish for Mexico, we use the R very much.
R.
R.
R. Okay,
R.
yeah.
Oh, you're good with the R's. We have this R con R, cigarro, R con R, barril, rápido, corre,
Okay.
el fuerte, perro, cartillo. The gringos cannot sing that
Ah,
song.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Iger. It was awesome and interesting.
I say thank you. Huh?
If you have the last words Didgeridoo community in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say to you, so stay tuned. I will release in a short time. I will do a workshop series on my YouTube channel for advanced and really baselining techniques that comes from pawn bass that you can apply on your single notes didgeridoo, and what will extend your playing. And I think it's very worth to mention that. And also I will release some new songs, so stay tuned for that also. And keep, I think that the most important message: don't give up, keep teaching, and let us be connected and learn from each other. That's the major point. And yeah, so that's my last statement.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo.
Irger. Bye.